Oese uda ele isuhe tohede uba ele bebuna nete ere ubejota eli jefg plakao njezine price via visto dragishi svoju tromjeskanu keka anoyuna rustu sirs judge g lupolo kaudaki iskoki izgrudi ovo g bila nizina pozuljednia zansa zadanji razgova zapasau nakon musechi trazenja rada nima vizi oxtawaven nima vizi opsija babysitter gu zadanji zaza sot kazala aona niger imala kom drugum ostaviti digita izvini mala zapanola g jatetu koj g muno spavalo unjezanim rukama mozda kinas razumjeti usla gu lift esse staklanim zidovima koji g palako vozio prima devadust imkatu crossprazor g mogla vegeti sigeli grad koko se protes ispred inj stare krovin krovov gonje grade savu koja vajuga crossredict ino vet su nakal poput glajiva nakon kais sagreb g rasto mienjo se aliza enju kauda niger bilo miosta utoj transformasi g lift se zostavio satm zuvanum pred najam su se otvarila vrata elegant cancellarage Adriatic solutions pisolo g slatnum slavima nastaklu receptor melodic uradim odielu podaga g pogal g pogale g presla shina isna noenja kad g video bibu Dubodan imam zakazani razgovo esse gospodinum kovasvekam udeset sati rekla g marija pokokavuki duzvuki sagurno ada naravno jekide trenutak melodic g podigo sluzaliku basivki josjedan kudan pogald nadij gospodin kovavic stigla g kandidakanja da ona s t razamejim marija g shadila uveko anichi pokokovajuki da ignorira pogald drugi ludi koji su prolazili anajipor aladasi bajipajimadiga nezno luliala narukje Pievoveo staru dalmatinsku uspovanku koju g nozila odi svojbek oj jasenski kai stomini zalist stomi surs peru oegeni osias tite ... Glass George g dertau ali melodija g ana sasmirila velikantamnim oshima gladajuki yomazino lais Gospel Novak Pazva G Duboki Glass Marija se okranula ivagela muskaka usvojim hetadesetima Vizakog I elegant nog Ali sanasum tuznim u Nikola Kovavic Director Ogila za Ludski Reserves Stajo G Navratima Svoj Kancelarij tu Samja Rekla G Ustoi Malim Uvite Injagova G Rijez Bila Krotka Mazda Malo Pladna Kancelarija G Bila Prostrona Save Staklanim stalam I devi Joxen Fatelj Nazidovima su Vizel diplomai fotografij esse poslovna dog Marija G Shadila Narub Fotelj Dragici Anu Koja G Seda Bila Potapuno Budna Irodo Snolo Gladala Oko Si Gospu Unovak Pozioji Kovavic Shadeki Snumda Niger Wabaka Jana Prakinulagagi Babysitter G Otkazala U Zadni Zaz Aya Stavano Trabam Ovaj Pasau Obe Avandasine Pornovish Kovavic G Glidau U Papaya Pred Sobam Vidiem da I made Deplamu Economij Esse Economej Se Economskog Fakulteta U Zagrabu Ida Saint Radeli Kau Rakunovoa U Dalmatinka D.O.O. U Splichu Zasto Saint Ottisli Odatal Marija G Duboko Udanu Tivert Kajiz at Varina Gazda Niger Mogao Vice Podmarit Troskovai Nakantoga Pokusavala Samnoki Pasau U Splichu Ali Zostavila Se Kako Objeseti Vaveko U Skupamodielu da U Malam Dalmatinskum Gradu Nima Posla Zanju Dasu GCV Gladali Kau Udoviku Sajetatom Kau Taret Kau Nakoga Komu Triba Sazal Genje Gesto Prilika Anna G Pozella de Krizi Marija G U Navazno G Lu Aljaju Mozda by Bilo Bolj Dars Ovrimo Ovaj Razgova Neki Drugi Put Ryko G Kovovic Savaveki Mono Ni Molim Vas Riezi Su Jaj Ismakal Glasnajanigo Sto G Zelgila Izvin Javansi Onaji obizn, sano, g gladna, zine li, j sena, patao g glitajuki, g direktna u, oki, uvazaj, kancelariji, naraskavoru, zapasao rakonova, ni nalaside, se u prestariji, j se donas, odluk okariarama, ludi, j se gavori, o prophetima, I gubichima, j se razgovara poslova, nijemies, marije suo, inaponile suse ali, ikiji za, krenula g premavratima, oli se kovavik okrenju usfojoj, zasto patao, gjed, nastavno, molim, zasto Saint Dovli, digita, zasto nista otkazali, razgova, marija se zostavila leima okrenuta, prima njemu, ana g prestola, plakati, kao daji, ostatila naptost, umahinam tijlu jayanemamis, rekla gtihu, jaya, imam, divich stotten, kuna u, novoniku irakun, odiosam, tisuka, je vivim se mamam ustanu odrij tridset, kavadrada, aona jedvaspaya krojese, savojum penzajum, je sam se prejet trimaseka, regula is ersk j sam radilla, kauzistavika u hotelima jamiji tomo, umro muxi agela sam damoja, kce odrast uhovotsk, okrina lese premanejemu su jarj konusno podokolniz lis, jeji, ovo moja, jedanesta prajava zapasao uzagrebu, je splichu, nima nista zamini, ovjan ni poznajim nakoga, je viajam da mogu biti debar rakunavoa, stogod drugi. Miss Lilio Tomi sto sam dovela bibu naraz korva, ev, juchudugo, glidao g kraus prosa, nagrad koji se prostero, ispod ng koli koji vaza, kasia stara trimuseka aod, umro gu prometnoj nesreki u dublinu misek dana prij nego sto g, anaroina, jos jedan dugmuk, ana g zegniola, izognorial, glavacu umajkan rat, skidite, riko g, Kovavic, Konozno, Marija G, Okliavala, Zatim se Vratila, Ufotelu, Prisate me os fam radu, U Dalmatinka D.O.O. Sojadig, Petnus, Minuto, Marija G. Gavarella, Osfogim Iskasvima, Otom Koko, G. Vodila, Injaj za Malu Turistiku Agensaju, Koko G. Pomagala, Gazdi da se Nozi, Se Poraznim, Ovizama, Koko G. Organizarala, Sezomski Radnik, Glas George G. Siganeji Kako G. Gavarilla, Oa Nomi Sto, Zina Naj Boj, I made li preference Oko, Radnog Ramona, Patau G. Kovavic, Mogu Raditi, Kadgod Triba, Ida Jetta, Noku Regenj, Mama Kimi Pomagati, Ila Unaki, Dadilu Kad Posnam, Kovavic G. Usto I proceed au du Prosor, Azinate, Gospogo Novak, J. Imam Dovak G. Askeka, Odios Amnist, Godina Koja Studira Medicino, User Gribo, Isina, Odi Petnus, Koji Zivi, Sa Sfojum, Mojamuja, Nijazina, Storeki, Razvadem, Sam Prij Petgodina, Svaki, Vikan Vozum, Uasiek, Darbi Provio Regime Sa Sinam, Zenum Kako, Izglada, Biti Roditels, Koji Mora, Balancirati, Ismu Posela, Iobatelji, Okrenuse Prema, Enjo Alitako, Isnum Kako, Izglada Voenj, Tivaki, Imamo Pedizechi, Zaposleni, Adgovorni, SMO, Zanjihov, Place, Zanjihov, Obitelji, Nimozamo si priestidi, Neu napravici giar caricla, Gi Mariga, Vesto Odikal, Saintiu Splichu, Tustenek moligi tu dio, Mozda ni zn8. X nim prikanuo juji ija samode, Odsilio sam prij dividazet godina, Oli svaki, putkadoyam, usplit. Pru, incrost histaniki marija jaji gladala, Zaidli jg biocaffic horizon, Naravno, Tomo smo, se cv drusili, cad smo, Billy Maladi, gazdamate, Jed Rakau G. Kovovic Seda G. Utnia Bila Drugachija Toplija Nikako Mozda Se Poznajimo Rekla G. Marija Koksizoviva Maika Vesna Novak Rowena Jurek Kovovic G. Zastatal Vesna Jurek Koja G. Radilla Uposti Da Boximoj Reiko G. Chadeki Waza Mika Mi G. Uvila Koko Se Pies Adresa na Poziliki Kad Sam Bio Coach Uviek G. Bila Stepoljiva Stogod Klinak Pat Anna G. Pazela Ponovo da se, Verporj, Pag Marija Stavila, Narame, Nesno G. Topkwi, Poliema, Koko Jarj, G. Zestravli, Pato G. Kovavic, Moglo by Biti Bolj, Artritis, Jarj Otakova, Pokratanj, Apanzaja, Paznate, Koko GSA Panzajama, da. Zenum Kovavic Ponovno Justo, Ovaj Put Prilizios Farm Stolu, Uzio G. Kravanu, Olovku, Ipozio Nesto Pasati Napa, Gospel Novak Pozachija Zakoju, se Priavlajit, Zatajiva, Punusati, Pesebno Durant Sizon Kad Imamo Puno Klijanata is Turisma, Plaka G. Osam Tazuka, Kuna Miasekno plus Benusi, Ovisno, O Performansama Ogila, Marija G. Drazula Datkoa. Imamo flexibilno radna regime za zaposlin rodatelj imogenist roda odq data u jednu kadse citrasija stabilizera, znaczy li tu, znaczy da pozingit uponjeliak ako sainta sirpani marija, geosti kala koko jaj se, noj trasut dada zenta serena sam dobro ovo g ugovo oradu. Prozitate gar kodkuk potpiset idonasat u ponj liak redemo odia samdu zatiri esse pausum zarukak odi devanest du trinest doc g marija uzimala papaya anna g ispastilla molly zivuk sada volgus vako vic g pogladao digeta ios mijnuse leopa g reiko g kokoka ita sizovi Ayana Purmot Anna Panovio Gi Lipo Kad G Mariga Izala Primavratima Kovavic G Reikau Gospu Unovak Da Soljadeki Put Kadtrazit Pasau Namot Voditi Digita Nikuvam Uviak BT Yapriko Putaneu Obi Alaji Dodau G Penosan Samna Testonista Odustali Trebunam Ludi Koji ni Oj Na Putu Premadolj Ulifta Marija G Pritaskala Anu Uz CBI Plakala Ovaj Put Odi Shrees Krosstakalin Zidov Lifta Mogla G Vegeti Zagreb Koko Se Liri Ispad RJ Ali Seda George Se Vinyo Potipuno Drugachiji Vinyo George Se Kaukuka Kad G Izasla Na Ulaku Pozva G Svoju Maiku Mama Tasamja Imampas sao na dragam kreju lineage zuo se uzbaweni glas Mario Draga, Kako G Prostlo, Dolga G Prika, Kaduam Kuk, Isprakot, UTCV, Gili Biolut, Stosi Do, Anu, Marija G, Pogaldala, Svoju KQ, Koja G, Seda Spavala Muno Unajazanim, Rukama Na, Pazetaku da Alina Krayu Sam Mislam D, G Upravo, Zibog Aindobala Pasau, Tavaziri, Umalam Stanu, Udugavama, Koji Su, Dejalola, Sa Majekam, Marija G, Shadila Zaku Hinchkim Stalam, Isitala Ugavor, Uradu, Vesna G Spremala Veveru Pastagutu, Sa Domakim Lieskim Kojima G Kuka, Mirasala Naja, Niamogu Vieravati Dasi Nasla Pasau Kod Nikola Nog, Unagar Govarilla G Vesna, Nikola Kovavic, Molly Niko Koji G Uviek, Dolazio Po Mark Chakam, Sekad, G Malmozda, Osam Godina Patalmi, G Mosley, Poslati Pismo, Jed Marazu, Ulapland. Sto, Simu, Rekla Sammu, Damos, Ali Damora Sazakati, Da Porest Malo Pasta, Sam Napis, Adrisu, Donio Miji, Pismo, Soljadeki, Dan Paso, G De Zeli Bicycle, IDA, Bu De Borsin, Marija G Sluzala, Majvinu Priku, Drugachi, Onu Koja G Dojela, CVGU, Tom Trenoku, Jalovalo Kauda Se Aklapa, Kauda Suse, Dogahoji Pazlozili, Apravo, Sutrabel, Imama Rekla Gi Sto Mislizo, Tomi de Se, Presalimo Uveki Stan. Ako Kimi Plakabiti Redovna Mariho, Ovejstan Gida Voljan Ni Trabak Traseti Novakna, Oli Trabam Prostas Za Anu, Za Nejazin, Za Za Imprishin Iran Susjeda Ti Mez, CV Sto TG Potrebno Rad Digita, Miku Koja Tevoli Estelo G Samoa Dekrachija Marija Giznala de Mama Ima Provo, Ali Sanyala Geo Mozda Malam Vortu J by Anna Magla Igroti, Mozda D.Noj Sobi J by Mogla Raditi Kadmora, ODQ, Mozda Kasnaj Rekla G, Kadse CV Stabilizi Ara, A Mozda Jez, Onda Shwatiti DG Stable Nast Vaznaja, ODC Vodrata, Pravidan Na Paslu. Marija G. Dosla, Pola Sutta, Ostavila G. Anukod Mikey, Koja G. Uzbaweno, Planirala Sajeli, Dan Sayunakom, Zettinger du Parker, Pasjet Storoj, Susjidi, Koja G. 8 Jela, Apoznati Bibu Moster Zak, I Krotki, Odlazak du Tuvnice, Kancelaka G. Billa Taiha Samo, Nekaliko Ludi G. Vek, Stiklo Marija Se Uputila, Premisvojem Radnam, Miesto Malam Kutiku Se Computerum, I Progradama Koj Su Stavara Lepr. Nastolu G. Bilamapa se Dobrodoli, Naljepnikom, I Lista Zadot Kazar, Pravi Jedin, Dobro Jutro, Pozdravila G. Zina Yusuvojim, Tridzatima, Koj G. Shadila, Zesus Jedim, Stalam Jasam Petra, Radimnar, Marketingu, Marija, Nova Samu Rakuno Vodsavut, Sam Vek se Prekapo, Kancelariji Dact, Ona Koja G. Dovela Bibuna Razgova, Marij se Lais, Zakravangelo Nibrini Nazmajazila se Petra, CV2 Smotriju, Habrimpola, Ludi Ovja, Imajeku, Esnamo, Kako G2, Privi Jeden G. Prasau Bryce Nigo Sto G. Marija Ochekivola Pasau G. Biozat Javan Trabala G. Uchi. U system kompanij noziti kako se obreuju rakuni za razlasite, klijente razum jeti, structure projekata, oli ostikala se zivo korizno, kauda koristi, savaj mazak po, privi put nakon masetki kovavik, gdolazio du njezinog stola svaki, dan kratko pitajui kako id, nisu govorili, nogobayo, g formelin, professionalen, oli uviek g pitao za onu, kako g mala dobro g, hvala stopate, amika iona g dobro pozlala g postreve, jedni vezeri, nakreju druj sedmais, kovovik se zodazo duj, kodnet, gospel novak mozamoli razgovarati, bumojoj, kancelariji, Sirs George g. Lupalo, g li, naprovila. Grsku, G. Li Netko Savo Alio U Kancelariji Kovovic, G. Shadeo Preko Puta, Ne J. Aliovaj, Put G. Atmosfera Bila Dru, Kokos Se Snot, Sa Poslam Dobro Ms. Ako Ima, Problem, Sa Mojim Ra, Dom. Nema Problema, Pri, Konua. Uprovos Protna, Petra mi G. Rekla da Saint Savrili, Reorganizaju, Arhive Pola, Rimona Nigo Sto G. Trabalo Itemas is ITO, Kos da Brizo Ugat Nov Program, Marija G. Kudo Gladala, Zelim Vampanudity Josaj, Glavni Rakunovoa Planira, Otiki U. Miravinu Zajesmia Set, Akosi, Dobru Polka, Ita Posicia. Mos. Biti Waza, Nis Num Sto Reki Recite. Darjit Resmisliti, Ali Pozikija Dolazi se Snaznaj Nimpovkan Gem Place, Isa Josvek, Flexibil Nakarada, Tainoki, Marija, G. Nazavola, Svoju Najbalu, Priatal GQ2 U Split, T. Dobala, Sam Priliku Zanapred, 2. G. Shino Kad, Pazinju, PA, Jos Uviek, Radim Na Tranotnoj Paziji, Oli, Jeff, Mi, G. Reiko, Da Mi, Razmatra, Za Glavnog, Rakunovovku, Mario, 2G, Fanis, Vidium Da, Gio Delazak, U Zagreb, Bila, Bravo od Luka Misli, Zestra. Rasmus Lajam Dali, Sam Trabala Ostati Usplichu Pokuwati, Tamo. Isto Raditi Za Minimo Luku Dukanu Oko Wopki Nyas Pasau, Mario TC Rabra, Napravilla Si Ono Sto Nogi Nibai Sa, Moponkatse Pitamji, Lifa Prima Ani Ovja, Namem Rodbinu Osim Mame Nama Ananog Tate. Tata Jodge G. Umro, Mareo, Tase Nis, Promgeniti, J. Godviv, Oliona Ema Tib, IT Raiders, CV Sto Mozek Darjoj, Osagura Bolju Bodiknos Teri Ezi, Suru Prognoli Kraz, Soldier Deek, Jedni, Doxe Marija, Trudila Pokazati, Promosiju Radila G. Prakova Mino, Prukavala Nova, Pravila Rakuna Vodstva, Predlagala Pobojania. Usistemo, Anna G. Rosla Svakdana Nesto Novo, Pozatek, Smijazenja, Provi Pokazaji, Okreta, Skupoljanj Ruaka, Prima Magisi, Kaji Vidila, Zdifak Ujutro Pat Musechi, Nakan Stoji Pozela Raditi, Kovavic, Ruji, Ponovno Pozva Usvoju, Gospel Unovak, Razgovorao, Samesa, Pozikija Glavanog Rakunovo Vaza, Akoruz Leet, Zalim Rekla GBs Razmuslajanja, Odlikano Plaka G Petnes Tisuka Kuna Masekno, Imate Davij Osobe Utimu, Iodgovorna Saint Zas Fi Financish, Aspektevaki, kadji is asla is kancelarage, marija se ojjikala kauda leti, petnes tisaka kuna, viznigo stoji sandja, mogla by noki bolgistan, mosda zakai skolu plase zahunkad paraist, mosda I gadezingi odmor nekamo toplo, oli kadji, dozla kukute vezari, zatekla ji, miku kako plays nad ana koja ji, ristala nikan solodno, sto ji, pitala ji, niznam plays vek, sat vimina, probola samsvi, haronu mianjanj palina, lulianje nistani, marija giazela anuyu naruki idijeda, se odmas miralo, gladalaji miku se strarum uochima, mamaji li sevi urido, mariho rekla, g vesna shedajuki, tesgo u, fotelu, ni mogu vise, artritis, mise pogakava, ayana postage, teza, mozda trebak, Rasmus Leti o vertici ili de lg marija g shila pord Mikey Anna g pozella Cesati dobola sam promosaju lenas vestatum draga plaka g devolino za de deal uali ... alisto. Oli Miss Lila sam dejemo mi tribadi devolian jedna drugim vesna g zabaravila umageni. Oki Mario obitelj naja samo. Otome da budit zayedno svaki zaz obitelji geotome de swaki vlan ima ono stomuji potrebno debud shretanti. Trebak rad kojite ispunja jatrabam mia dase odmarim, ena trebam stimulusiju, ese drogum, mozda siu pravu, mozda mario, tc vek dokazala da mozek biti izvasna majka I uspishna, zina, seda, trebak nozek biti, I jedno, I drogo bezetve vanya, seljadeki jedna, marija g pazela trezeti, votiki. Nazla gij, Molly, privatni vertik, ublazini posla mala akadomaja, kojiji uzima jeku odi jesmiasechi, directorica zina usvojum pedicitima po imenu gordana, pokazivala, George g prostorage esse toplinum koja g mariji, odma usla koliko guze I mate u grupis rbb, patala g marij, maximalno, estero, esse dv. Focusiramo se na individuan pristups facum jetetuana g, mirno digeta ali ponked, mosbiti uznamiranako ni prepoznai osobe oko tu, gino malno trabamo, obisno devatri jedna de se, dejeta navik, mazit poseti, esse kratkim vremenskim periods, sat ili, deva podanu, pa postupno povekavati, provi, dan kad, g, marija, ostavila, onuyu verticu, osdikala, sekau, da ostavilio si, ana g plakala kad se marija okranula daid, ana paslunaja, mogla koncentriati se na nista osim patanja jeli ana dobro nazavala g vortik, triputa tokom dana, gospogo novak, ana g dobro rekla g gordana trekiput. Spavala g sat Ramona, Popola g Bazacu Koju Saint Donieli, I sad se egressa, colorful cock, Alikad g Dozla po, Anoyu, Zatiri, Seta, Zastala, g Napragu, Igra, Ana g Shadilla, Ukrug, Sa Jos, Troj, g Skletajoki, Gordonu, Koja imji, Satala Slikanik, Neat Plakala Niger Isgladala, Unhappy Isgladala jes enter Savino. Rekla g Gordana tiho publica vuju se mariji deka su prelogd la viva nigo stomi mislim. Teva seri doc g coppola anu marija g premajadela de g biba bila actimija nigo obisno vi se smiala vis pocusavala grab story kaudaru g dan uverticu miliso mozda mama ima pravo rekla giani koja g gladala mik velicum ochima mozda g dobroza tib biti sadrogum, jekam musek, dana kaznage, marija g dezivulus foju pravu veliku krazun unavoj pozici, jedan odi glavni, klijanata, kompanaj, turistika, agencija, esse corcula, prijetali su raskidum, ugovara je sutavrili, desu facture, pogran, gospel u novak rakoji, kovavich, na hitnam, sastanku, trabam, da, provarait sevi, rakun. Zak, torzu posladina, trimus mazeka, ako smo napravili grek marashi in se ispraviti odma marija g, ozjikala tezinu ajovanasti, kornati toras subile jedan, odi najiki klijanata, injehov, gubatek, bizanatio otpuktenj najmanja, ridila g, dukasno, unok, pravera vojuki, svaki broj svakust laku, ana g bila kodbek, koja g, iskrino bila zabranuta, sto marija ni dolazi kuku, utrisata, ujutro naslaji gresku, neat bila, njihovo greska, klijent g dostavili pedetki, an njihov system, g automatski, generaso, factory na, osnovo t podataka, ujutro g predala, kompletu analises, kovasviku, ovja, vidimo da, g greska, upozetnum, podachima, koj g, dostavio, klijent, objasnila, g pokazujak spreadsheet. Oni su novele di imaju di vodasetri, hotelski smejestani object, ali ustavari imaju samo, nas system g generala factoru na osnovu njihova kova, ivi, gpa, živo, i tau. Analizu gestili sigurni, absolutno imam svi dokumentaja of dobru, imaci, u telefonar, sanijima, sat framona kaznage kovavik savre, sir. Zero kim, osmajen. Klijent, sir, izbinio. Presnali su svoju gresku, I zodovoju ugovor gospogo, novak, excellent pasa oteva zeri, marija g pravo, put ozjikala da se stavano, neat bila samo mika koja g dobela pasao is sazaliania bila g strukniak koji g spa, iot verki, vaznog klijenta ali usbeji, napaslu nija regesilo cv problem. Ana g emila phase cad g plakala non-stop kodkuk, kao da g bila priop, stimuli siama uvertiku vesna g zesto bila umorna iraz dreglajiva sto g stavaro naptost u malamstanu, jedna sabota, dok su bilu parku marija g shrila kovavafeka. Esse maladicum koji g, liko na, njega gospogo, novak, ovo g, moj sin matija, drago mi g, rekla g, marija, ovo g, ana matija, koji g, email, petness, godina, pogladao, g bibu esse, zana g li, uvek tako rana patal g ni, uvek nazmika se marija, ponkad zena biti, very glasna. Matija pravodi vikend sanm objaznio g kovavik, mozdabist mogli dorki na kofi sa nama imajedan kafai po blazini koji ima prostoru zajeku marija g okliov ala, socializing sa sifam, outside of work g moglo bnt ristet, coffee dodao g brazo kausus gd is testanek, u kafiu doksu matija iana igrali ili bolj razino matija se igrao dok ana gladot kovavechai marija su razgovaraji o splichu o jehovam jatinjistu o promenama kohe su se desile u gradu gestili se ikat pokiali sto saint otisli patalaji marija ponkad posebno kadvidim koliko se zogreb munya Nakadmi se zini kao Babylon, CV veki, CV brixi, C monje, human, ali, imate, debar pasau, uspiezni saint, da shrikan tuji lakovanage, pogoldmuse, zodazo, namatiji, kojiji, provio, smezan, grimes, da nasmej, anu, kadse, rotsvedio mislio, samdaki, bitilax, monje svagi, monje napatosti, oli kad dejeta vidit samovik, propus. Taliko nogo, provi karachi, pave riezi, provi danzikol, marije g Mozda g tu sajina koju plakamo za neproduk, Mozda ali nakad se pitam da li jivriadila, kad su se rastavayeli matija g patao, tata mozimo li pozvata gospo mariju soljadiki put kad doim, kova, evi, ji pogledao mariju ne, sto g lichlo hop ako, se ne protibi. Od tada g, marija pozela providiti some vikend sa kovivik I matijum, romantic no kovivik, nija nikad provio movu tom smajeru I marija nija bila rediza nov relationship. Oli bilo g liapo, imati, odroslo drostvo nakoga ko, rezumi, challenges rodatelia, matija g, biodebar, sa anam, patient, pazljiv, kaude g, bioveliki, brat kojeg, nija imala, vesna g, bila shrikna, sto marija, izlazi istana, even kad, g2, zan, dobranza anu nikoliko sati, dobro tg sto imas odroslo drostovo rekla g jedni seri puna premiz, ramina provis, rasmostagio paslu iana, mozda cu Oli nakad, se ozjakum, kao da izdia, memory na petra, pedaji bio ana tata marijin, mux koji ji, amroyud, oni su se vujenza young, Gone to Ireland together, Sanjali o tome taki stikati novek I vrati se u Croatia. Essay, Quite Life. Mureo rekla G vesna firmly, peta biatio da budik shrikna, on Niger zivali tse anagesti, zivit I dolja, izenum. Maar. Nima ma tc malada zina imas sajeli zivit pred sobum mozek uvek valeti memory na petra ale mozek also graditi novu striku krajim godin na company holiday party nesto g sape Kovavic I Marija Sushadil za istam stalum sa nekoliko other colleagues watching Koko se ludi dance Ismej gospel Novak Rakao GSE Bilaji first put daru Giaslavio Eminam outside of work Mario Moimoli Hazgovorachi Privacino is Suna Teres Koja G Gladala na City Lights Odi Zagreb Mario Hokyu Dazenis da Admira Mesto Si Accomplishala Ovi Godin ALS employee ALS Micah ALS person H Vala Nicola Tako Iro Dazina da enjoying regime coach spent together SA Matajam T Marajet G Hart Posio beating faster Ayayu Vivum neat Zinam Dali Giovo unprofessional but Dali Bist Mosda Deli Iki Nadina Sayanam Samo Mi Divojika Mean Bees Matija Bees Ana Samo ... double quotes date Prefinila Gaji softly Da date Marija G Gladala City sprawling below NG Zagreb George se Vise Niger Vinio Cow Alien Place Vinio George se Cow Kuka Direkla G A Jelabi a previ date bio in small restaurant Ugonjem Gradu Place J tourists Nikad Nisu Dole Razgovarali Su O everything O Detvinj Split You Dreams Coach Su Imali Younger Ja Their Fears Ails Parents As Nosli Rekao Jean Nicola Cad Samte Video First Day Babaum My first reaction bio anger respect Poroju sam si pet godina Ago sam postal Obsessed J career Zinamigo Da spending enough time family Prioritizing right things Bila right Sam Posier playing Vieng Wineglass Cad O ready to risk everything babysitter Someone I priorities straight Someone really important Mosda Sam Samo, desperate knee, parent, real parent, Kraz following MGS. Their relationship developed slowly, carefully. Marija clear Anabiti priority, Nicola Matija thrilled, Anna Vesna suspicious, Zelam Povrajejas, boss. Things do not work out, then you deal that. Marija been alone for almost year. Time try again, baby, ready for stepfather. Ina happy Nicola around. Matija wonderful, Mosda male figure. Evening Bailey Park, both children, Anna. Her steps walk toward Mariji, walk toward Nicole, squatting front of, encouraging, hide, Anna softly. Two small unsteady steps then arms Marija crying, from sadness, from joy daughter someone else. Voljo enough encouraged steps, Patar by happy, whispered to night children sleeping, Nicola Marija su, small living room Vesna, sleeps Sobi, Mareo Nicola, to ask something important, her heart jumped. To early engagement marriage, that move together, find place right, all of us, Anna Matija when visits, even Miku Marija around apartment, Zagreb, big step ready ... Knee, just, do, Anna first, always, I wouldn't expect anything, less Micah can live alone, I'd be honored Vesnam also, address letters, remember, 6 later, why moved large apartment Dubrava 4 bedrooms, balcony view of city, small garden Ana Vesna own room with bathroom, Matija his room when visits, Anna nursery Marija always, housewarming party, surrounded colleagues, neighbors, Testenik, driven up Zagreb, new friends, Anna's daycare Marija stood balcony, G City, Nicola joined, carrying Ana ting happy, asked, very she scared of what? Oh much happiness sto deserve. Nicola sat down Anna, immediately started crawling towards Skapina Toys Corner, Maria. Anna crawling around, babbling Radazno, completely comfortable environment. Peter deserves happiness, just ... lives. Mazda children. That moment Vesna kitchen carrying tray homemade kaloki. Everyone try these traditional Dalmatian recipe. People gathered around, asking about ingredients, complimenting cooking. Vesna G proud, useful, more lonely, ka small apartment. Grandmother wisdom keeper, busy household. Later that, what guests gone home. 4-person family sat living room. Anna Ispavala Nicola's arms. Vesna knitting her favorite chair. Matija playing guitar softly, Marija reading, Vesna not lifting eyes, knitting, Mazda, Sam wrong about Zagreb. Wrong how? Asked Marija. Sam, big cities, good families. Sometimes families create their own sense home, OB. Marija looked around room at mixed furniture they'd collected from different places. At photos, Patar wall, alongside newer photos altogether. At Anna, peacefully regardless, all changes life. She agreed, sometimes do. Godina later, Anna's third birthday, Marija received surprise. Nicola organized small party backyard, wasn't surprise. Surprise when neighbor apartment across of carrying small gift. I'm sorry interrupt, woman her 60s, my name Milka, I've been watching your daughter play garden. She reminds me so much my granddaughter America. Milka explained son moved to New York years ago, how she sees granddaughter once. I was wondering, she continued nervously, would be okay if I sometimes what you know you need. I'm retired, I live alone, would love have child around again. Marija looked at Anna playing happily children neighbors, completely at ease, strangers becoming friends. She said, I think Anna would like that. What struck Marija most about that moment wasn't offer itself. Realization, what thought, desperate decision, bringing baby job interview had led job, entire community, people who cared about, people who helped, people who became family. Evening, after birthday party, finished guests, gone. Marija tucked Anna into her own room. Mama, said Anna, her small voice, why many people came today. Love you, answered Marija, why love me? Marija thought about it. How explain complicated chain events that led this moment? How tell 3-year-old about desperate interview, about judgment, others, about kindness stranger who turned out be stranger, because, said finally, when people see someone being brave, makes want to be brave. Brave people help each other. Was I brave today? You're brave every day, Anna, just by being yourself. After Anna Marija, Nicola sat balcony looking at city lights. Vesna inside, cleaning dishes, humming. Old song, Lee ever think about things could been different, asked Nicola. If I hadn't you that job, if you'd moved back split, if you'd been too embarrassed come interview, baby. Marija considered this. I realize point matters, we're here now, no regrets, that Nicola looked concerned. I regret I waited so long, feel like I deserved happiness, reached over took hand. I love you Marijo, I love Anna if she were my own daughter. I know I love you, I know Patar would approve. How can you sure? Marija looked through window at Anna peacefully, at Vesna still humming kitchen, because anyone who loved Anna would want have all family, stability, love from many people. Patar loved before, what would wanted. Next morning Marija woke early, went balcony coffee, city below waking up beneath buses, starting routes, people heading work, children walking school, phone buzzed, text message colleague at work Marija can work you, your dedication, inspiration, another message Gordana at Anna's daycare, Anna such joy our group, thank you trusting us. Another Milka from across street, looking forward spending afternoon Anna tomorrow, she's lucky you have such wonderful mother. Marija looked at these messages, realized something hadn't occurred. That day Amica, SAA and a job interview, would be disaster, hadn't just changed life, it had touched others. Kovacic had remembered what felt like prioritize family. Colleagues had learned judge people not by their circumstances, by their character. Gordana had gained student who brought joy. Classroom, Vesna had found purpose again. Grandmother rather than lonely Anna. Anna entire village people who loved Mama. Anna's voice came behind. Marija turned to see Anna her pajamas, holding stuffed bear. Good morning sweetheart, why awake so early? I had dream. What kind dream? Anna crawled onto Marija's lap. I dreamed I flying above city. I could see all people who love us. There were so many, Mama, so many people. Marija held Anna close, looking out Zagreb that had become their home. Yes, Anna, there are so many, Mama, yes. Are you proud me? Every day, Anna, every single day. Even I cry, especially you cry, crying brave. It means you're unafraid show what you feel. Anna was quiet moment. Mama, do you remember I baby? Of course, did I help you find Nicola? Marija smiled. Out mouths babes. Yes, Anna, you helped me find everything. Nicola, home, our family, my job ... Everything good that happened us started because I refused leave you home that day. So being baby, good job. Best job world. As sun rose higher city, Vesna joined balcony, carrying tray breakfast, fresh bread, homemade jam, coffee, adults, milk. Anna, what are you two talking about so seriously? Asked. About how Anna's baby job led all of this, explained Marija. Vesna sat down, pouring coffee. She said thoughtfully. When you were born, Mario, I worried constantly about what kind world I bringing you into. Wars, economic problems, uncertainty everywhere. She spread jam bread, Anna. But watching you raise Anna, watching grow up surrounded so much love, I realized I was worrying about wrong things. World isn't perfect, love always possible, family always possible. Even everything seems impossible, asked Maricha. Especially, said Vesna firmly, as love matters most. Nicola appeared doorway, already dressed work. Sorry interrupt family Y session, said smile. I say something before I leave. Sat down, edge chair. Marijo, yesterday party. Multiple people told me how lucky I am. I kept correcting. I told I'm in lucky. I'm blessed. Luck random. Being blessed means you've earned something good. Through your actions. Looked at Aina eating bread, listening intently. You earned by refusing give up. You earned us by being brave enough, let other people help. You earned family by putting Aina first always. I didn't feel brave, said Marijo. I felt desperate. Sometimes brave, desperate look, same outside. Difference what you do feeling. Nicola kissed Aina's forehead. Marriages. I'm proud be part this family, said all of us. After left work, Marijo prepared take Anna daycare herself office. It was routine now, routine filled gratitude rather than boredom. Wakar Anna stopped garden, pointed at flowers Vesna had planted. Look, mama, flowers are growing. Yes, they weren't here, we moved. No, Baka planted after we settled in Anna. Considered this seriously, so flowers can grow, start nothing. Especially, said Marijo, echoing Vesna's words. Seeds need good soil, water, sunshine, time, but they always way grow. Drive daycare. Anna asked unexpected question. Mama, would you marry Nicola if I wasn't born? Marijo thought carefully. How explain complex, emotional journey, 3-year-old, I don't know. Anna Mazda not. You see, you were born. I learned what real love means. I learned be strong, vulnerable at same time. That made me ready love Nicola, so I helped. You helped more than you'll ever know. At daycare, Gordana greeted smile. Anna, we have new student today, little boy, whose family just moved from Bosnia. Can you help him feel welcome? Anna nodded seriously. I know how it feels be new. How you know that? Because Mama Ive were new Zagreb. People helped us. Now we can help other people. Watching Anna walk confidently into classroom ready help another child feel less alone, Marijo felt overwhelming sense completion. Broken story trying find ending was beginning something much larger. At work, settled into her office. No longer small cubicle. Actual office window overlooking city. Her desk were photos Anna, their family, her first day at company Anna baby. Knocked door. Marijo, can I ask advice? Of course. Young woman named Sandra sat down, looking nervous. My sister, just had baby. She's single mother. She's looking work. She's scared no one will hire. Did you ever face that? Marijo smiled. I did. Would you like hear story? As told Sandra about interview day, about bringing Aina, about Kovacevic's reaction, eventual understanding, realized something. Story wasn't just anymore. It belonged anyone who needed hope. So, should I tell my sister? Asked Sandra. Tell be honest about situation, confident about abilities. Tell right employer will see child sign responsibility, end burden. Tell Marijo paused, never apologize. Being mother. After Sandra left, Marijo's phone rang. Kovacic, Marijo, can you come my office? I discussed something you. Office Kovacic, had serious expression. Marijo, corporate headquarters Slovenia wants expand Croatian operations. They're looking someone head new regional office. That sounds like opportunity someone. It opportunity you, if you want. Marijo felt. Familiar, flutter, excitement, fear. What would that involve? Your own team, 15 people, responsibility, whole region, significant increased compensation, but also more travel, longer hours initially, considerable pressure. Anna comes first. We discussed this from beginning. Office would be Zagreb, so no relocating. You'd flexibility, build team that works for your life. Marijo thought about conversation Anna that morning about flowers growing. Can I time think about? Of course, Marijo, he paused. You've already proven you can handle any challenge. Question whether you want this challenge. That evening during family dinner, Marijo mentioned offer. Congratulations, said Nicola immediately. I haven't decided. Yes, why not? Asked Vesna. Because I don't want Miss Morena's childhood. She's only 3. I don't want DA put stress our family when things are going so well. Anna looked up her plate. Mama, what stress? It's people worry too much about things they cannot control. Oh, do I give you stress? Never, sweetheart. You me joy. Maybe new job will you joy. Nikola Vesna exchanged looks. Anna makes good point, said Vesna. You've never been someone avoid challenge, but last time I took big risk, I had no choice. Now, I good life wide because, said Nikola gently, good life can become great life. Because other people like Sandra's sister need see what possible. Marija considered this. You think I should take? I think, said Vesna, you should ask yourself what you would regret more, taking risks that might fail, missing opportunity that could help many people. That night, Stoena Marizia called. She hadn't spoken months. Tea split. Tea, can we talk? Of course. How everything, Marija explained. Offer, worries, family's encouragement. Mario said tea after listening. Do you remember what you told me you were deciding move Zagreb? I was scared. I could barely think straight. You told me, I cannot let fear make decisions my daughter's future. Isn't this same situation? Maybe, not maybe. If you succeed, Anna sees mother who doesn't limit herself. If you fail, Anna sees mother who tries again. Both good lessons. After hanging up, Marija stood on balcony looking at city. Once felt lost, Nikola joined, decided. He asked almost, I need ask Anna something first. What could year-old tell you that adults cannot? Whether she feels safe enough for her mama be brave again. Next morning, breakfast. Marija sat floor Aina, their favorite puzzle. Aina mama might get new job. Bigger job, more responsibility, like being mama. Something like that. But might mean sometimes mama works little later, travels sometimes for meetings. Anna considered this, fitting puzzle piece into place. Will you still come home every night? Yes. Will you still read me stories? Yes. Will you still love me most? Always. Anna looked up puzzle, then sounds good. I want mama. Be super mama even if sometimes they're stressful. Mama, remember what you told me about crying, that is brave. Yes, maybe being stress brave if helps other people. Marija pulled Aina into hug, amazed again by child's wisdom. You know what, Anna? I think you're right. That afternoon Marija knocked Kovachevic's office. I accept offer, she said simply. Excellent. I knew you would. How could you? Because when I met you, you had 200 kuna. Impossible situation, you still found way get here. This easier than that is much easier. This time you're in alone. 3 months later, Marija stood conference room addressing new team. 15 people, different backgrounds, different experiences. Aber all committed, growing company's presence Croatia. Our goal, told N, just increase revenue. It's create workplace. Every person can bring whole self, family responsibilities, personal challenges, dreams, future. Young woman back raised hand. What does that mean practically? It means if your child's sick, you stay home without penalty. If you need flexible hours, elderly parent, we find way make work. If you're studying for additional degree, we support that. Success and about working most hours, S about doing best work. After meeting, one team members approached. Marija, I heard story about you got hired here. Is true you brought baby? Interview it true, weren't you embarrassed? Marija thought about, I was terrified, embarrassed. No, I was proud. Prioritize my daughter seemed like wrong business decision. Worked. It worked because was authentic, and authenticity creates connection. Connection creates trust. Trust creates success. 6 months after taking on regional role, Marija received call. Unexpected source, Gospoga Novak. This Milika Tomic Poslovny magazine were doing profile successful Croatian businesswomen. Your name came up multiple times. I'm flattered. I'm unsure I qualify as successful businesswoman. I've been leadership role only few months. Actually, wasn't why people recommended you. They recommended you because how you got started. A story about bringing baby interview has become somewhat legendary Zagreb business community. Marija sat down heavily. Legendary. May I ask about what possessed you bring baby professional meeting? I didn't choice. But later I realized maybe choice wasn't between bringing, maybe choice between showing up as complete person, mother, professional, trying pretend I was something I wasn't. You chose authenticity. I chose survival. Authenticity came later. Interview results were published month later. Together photo Marija Anna at office. Headline read, When Professional Personal Collide. How One Mother Redefined Success. Article brought unexpected response. Marija received dozens emails, mothers struggling, balance career, family. Employers questioning their policies toward employees, young asking advice. One email stood out. Dear Marija, I am recent university graduate baby. I've been told repeatedly I should wait few years before seriously pursuing career. Your story gives me hope. I don't choose. Thank you, showing so possible. Sandra Marija Sandra wasn't just S sister anymore, symbol everyone who needed see different model what working mother could achieve. On his 4th birthday, Marija organized party their backyard. Started small family gathering, grew into neighborhood celebration. Colleagues OD work, families daycare, neighbors, even across street fresh baked. Watching Anna play children all different ages, backgrounds, Marija felt profound satisfaction. Anna wasn't just daughter successful businesswoman, she sent a community that formed around values, inclusion, authenticity, mutual support. Mama Anna ran up during party. Why Joe so many people here? Because when you live authentically, you attract authentic people. Authentic people like celebrate each other. What authentically being exactly you are, without apology. Anna considered this seriously. So when I brought stuffed bear school because I missed you authentically. Absolutely good. I like authentically. Later that evening guests left Anna sleeping. Marija Nikola sat Vesna living room. Mario said Vesna, I need tell you something. Tone was serious. Marija felt ripple anxiety. What did I saw article about you magazine. I ed comments online. I am proud you. Proud stow you accomplished. Proud you stood. Proud mother you are. Vesna paused, eyes filling tears. But mostly I am proud because your world, being mother and limitation, you showed authenticity, strength, and weakness. Mama, no, let me, when you brought Anna that interview, I thought you would ruin everything. I sometimes biggest risks lead biggest rewards. Nikola took Marija's hand. You've built something beautiful, said not just career, and just family, entire philosophy, how live. It doesn't feel like philosophy, it feels like ... survival. Maybe das same thing, said Vesna. Maybe philosophy just way survive challenges, essay dignity intact. That night Marija checked on Anna was sleeping peacefully surrounded gifts party. On beside table picture Anna had drawn family consisting Marija, Nikola, Vesna, Matija herself, all holding hands front big house. What this, sweetheart? Marija had asked Anna picture, our family. See everyone connected. Who this wings? Marija pointed figure floating above group. That Papa Patar watches us. Marija had surprised. Anna rarely mentioned Patar. She too young remember him. How do you know about Papa Patar? Baka told me. She said loved me before I born, now smiles sees how happy we are. Looking at picture now Marija felt sense completion. Anna didn't see complicated family, she saw wholeness. She didn't see stepfather, biological grandfather, she saw love surrounded from many sources. Next day at work, Marija received call from Slovenia. Marija, this Robert Kumar from corporate. We've been following your success Sir Greb with great interest. Thank you sir. We'd like to discuss possibility expanding your role again. Perhaps taking on broader regional responsibilities, Croatia, Serbia, Bosnia, Montenegro. Marija felt familiar, flutter, excitement, fear. That would be significant expansion. It would mean more travel, higher visibility, potentially relocating. Ljubljana. I appreciate opportunity. I cannot relocate. My family settled here, my daughter happy. Of course. We wouldn't expect you relocate. We believe leadership can be distributed. You could manage regions Zagreb, traveling. After call Marija sat, thinking, 2 years ago couldn't get job simple accountant. Now corporate headquarters offering responsibility entire region. She calls Kovacic Nikola. Corporate wants promote me again. That wonderful. What did you tell? That I needed think about it. I won't relocate. Good. Anything else? I'm scared. I'm moving too fast. Anna still young. Our family's still building foundation. Marija, can I tell you something friend? Not former boss, of course. Fear normal. But when opportunities come based merit rather than luck, come because you're ready. If you don't feel ready, how can you be sure? Because companies don't promote people they're not confident about. Corporate has watched you build team, deliver results, represent company values. They're not taking risk on you remaking smart investment. That evening Marija discussed opportunity family. More responsibilities, asked Vesna. More travel, potentially entire Balkans region. That incredible honor, said Nikola. Incredible pressure. Mama, interrupted Anna. What Balkans? Countries near us. Serbia, Bosnia, Montenegro. Places where people speak similar language, live differently. So would be like when I help new kids at daycare. How do you mean? You would help businesses different places learn work together, like I help kids learn why play together. Outmouths babes. Again, yes Anna, that exactly what it would be. Sounds fun. 3 days later accepted position, her new title, Regional Director Southeast Europe, her new responsibility, 15 branches across 4 countries. Her new challenge, building unified corporate culture across very diverse settings. First trip, Belgrade. Flying over countryside looked so similar Croatia. Marija felt profound connection region what had been too dangerous visit during childhood do wars. Belgrade office. She met local team. We are honored have regional director visit, said local manager, middle-aged man named Drogan. I'm honored be here. Please, tell me about biggest challenges you face. Honestly, we feel disconnected od Zagreb operations. Different language, different customs, different business practices. Sometimes feels like we're working foreign company. Marija nodded. How would you like feel instead? Like family business, like our input matters, like success here recognized there. Meeting Marija walked around Belgrade. City reminded Zagreb, mix, old, new, traditional, modern, familiar yet distinctive. She calls Anna that evening. How Belgrade, mama, beautiful, very similar Zagreb, its own personality. Like, I meet kids, different families. They're still kids, alien, different. Exactly like that. Are you helping feel welcome? Yes, I'm trying to help them feel like part of our big work family. Good. Bucker says families work best when everyone feels important. Over next 6 months, Marija traveled regularly to Belgrade, Sarajevo and Podgorica. Each office had unique challenges, but common thread was desire for recognition and inclusion. In Sarajevo, she met Amira, young accountant who reminded her of herself years earlier. Gospel, Novak Amira said during team meeting. I have idea for improving client communication, but I'm not sure if Zagreb would be interested. Tell me about it. Local clients prefer face-to-face meetings over video calls. Cultural thing, but Zagreb keeps pushing digital solutions. What do you suggest? Hybrid approach, digital efficiency for internal work, personal touch for client relations. Marija smiled. Amira, I want you to prepare presentation for next regional meeting. You'll present directly to corporate team me, but I'm just your expert on local market. That makes you valuable consultant, not just anything. In Podgorica, she discovered team was struggling with outdated software that Zagreb team had long since replaced. How long have you been working with old system? She asked IT coordinator. 2 years. We requested upgrade multiple times, but what we were told Montenegro office is too small to justify expense. Marija felt familiar anger not at any individual, but at systems that made people feel less valuable based on circumstances beyond their control. Tomorrow morning, you'll have authorization for complete system upgrade and training budget to ensure everyone knows how to use it effectively. 6 months into regional role, Marija organized first ever regional conference in Zagreb. Representatives from all offices would meet for 3 days of training, planning, and relationship building. Night before conference, she couldn't sleep. Anna found her on balcony at midnight. Mama, why are you awake? Big day tomorrow, sweetheart. Mama is nervous. About what? About bringing together people from different countries who might not understand each other. Anna climbed onto her lap. Mama, remember when I started daycare and didn't want to play with kids who spoke differently? Yes, and you told me to find what we had in common instead of focusing on differences. I remember. Maybe work people are same. Maybe they just need to find common things. Next morning, conference began with Marija's opening remarks. Welcome everyone to our first regional gathering. We come from 4 different countries, but we share common goals: professional excellence, family stability, and mutual respect. She paused, looking at faces representing different languages, traditions, experiences. I want to share a story about how I joined this company. 3 years ago, I came to job interview carrying my 3-month-old daughter because I had no babysitter. I thought it would ruin my chances. Murmurs of recognition, many had heard story. But what I learned that day is that authenticity creates connection. When we show up as complete people, professionals and parents, experts and learners, confident and vulnerable, we create trust. Over next 3 days, she watched magic happen. Belgrade team shared inventory management innovations that Zagreb adopted. Sarajevo team's client relationship strategies were implemented across all offices. Montenegro team's cost-saving measures became regional standard. On final evening, there was informal dinner at restaurant overlooking Sava River. Marija sat between Drogan from Belgrade and Amira from Sarajevo. Gospoda Novak, said Drogan, I must admit something. When we heard Zagreb was sending regional director, we expected someone who would impose Zagreb way of doing things, and instead, you asked how to combine best of all our ways. Amira added, my presentation to corporate was accepted. They want to implement hybrid client approach across all Southeast Europe operations. That's wonderful, Amira. But more than that, they invited me to Zagreb for 3-month rotation to help implement it. 6 months ago, I never would have imagined such opportunity. Driving home that night, Marija felt profound satisfaction, not just because conference was successful, but because it represented everything she believed about leadership. That strength comes from lifting others, not diminishing them. At home, Anna was already asleep, but Vesna and Nicola were waiting in living room. How did it go? Asked Nicola. Better than I hoped. We created something new, not Zagreb way, not Serbian way, not Bosnian way, but our way. And teams responded. Well, they responded like people who finally felt heard. Vesna looked up from her knitting. You know, Marija, when you were little, you used to organize neighborhood children into groups for games. You never excluded anyone, and you always found way to use everyone's strengths. I don't remember that. I do, you would say. Mama, everyone is good at something different, so everyone makes game better. Seems like you're still doing same thing, just with adults. 6 months later, Marija received call that would change everything again. Marija, this is Robert Kumar from corporate. I have unusual request. What can I do for you? We've been so impressed with Southeast Europe results that board wants you to present at annual corporate conference in Vienna. Topic: regional leadership in diverse markets. I'm honored, but I'm not sure I'm qualified for such platform. Marija, your region has achieved 40% growth while maintaining 98% employee satisfaction. For other regional directors are asking to implement your strategies. You're more than qualified. What would presentation involve? 45 minutes to explain your approach to international audience of senior executives from across Europe. That evening, Marija discussed opportunity with family. Vienna, said Anna excitedly. Can I come? It's work trip, sweetheart, but it sounds important. It is important, said Nicola. This is recognition of everything Mama has built. I'm terrified, admitted Marija, presenting 2 senior executives from across Europe. What if I don't belong at that level? Marija, said Vesna firmly. You have been saying what if I don't belong for 3 years. 3 years. When are you going to accept that you do belong? When have I said that? When you start a job? What if I don't belong in professional world? When you got promotion? What if I don't belong in management? When you became regional director? What if I don't belong in senior leadership? Now this. Vesna put down her knitting and looked directly at Marija. You belong wherever your competence and character take you. Stop asking permission to succeed. 2 weeks before Vienna conference, Marija was working late in office when Anna called. Mama, I'm helping Bucka make dinner. When will you be home? Soon, sweetheart. I'm just finishing preparation for big presentation. The one in Vienna, yes. Mama, what are you going to tell those people? I'm going to tell them about how our team works together. That's good. But also tell them about bringing me to job interview. Why? Because that's when everything started getting better. And maybe other mamas need to know it's okay to be mama and work lady at same time. Marija, stop typing. Anna was right. Professional achievements were impressive, but story that resonated with people was human story. Story of fear overcome. Authenticity rewarded. Community built. In Vienna, standing backstage before presentation, Marija felt familiar fluttered of anxiety, but this time, instead of fighting it, she embraced it. Nervousness meant this mattered. It meant she cared about doing well. Walking onto stage, looking at audience of 200 senior executives from across Europe, she began not with corporate statistics, but with personal truth. 3.5 years ago, I walked into job interview carrying my baby daughter because I had no childcare and no choice. I was unemployed, nearly broke, and desperate. I expected to be turned away immediately. Silence in auditorium was complete. Instead, I was hired by a man who saw parents' determination as professional strength rather than liability. That decision changed not just my life, but approach our entire company takes to work-life integration. Over next 45 minutes, she shared strategies that had worked in Southeast Europe, flexibility as competitive advantage, authenticity as foundation for trust, inclusion as driver of innovation. But she grounded every corporate principle in human story. During Q&A session, executive from Germany raised hand. Ms. Novak, your results are impressive, but how do you maintain professional standards when accommodating so many personal needs? By understanding that personal and professional are not opposing forces, they are complementary aspects of complete human being. When employees feel supported as people, they perform better as professionals. Executive from France asked, but Doesn't this approach create inconsistency across teams? It creates consistency around values while allowing flexibility in implementation. Core principle remains same. We support each other's success. Methods vary based on individual and cultural needs. After presentation, dozens of executives approached with questions, requests for follow-up consultations, invitations to share strategies with their teams. On flight home, Marija reflected on how much had changed since that first terrified walk into Zagreb office building. Anna was now 4.5, confident and articulate. Vesna was active grandmother rather than lonely pensioner. Nikola had become true partner in building family life that honored everyone's needs. And professionally, she had evolved from desperate job seeker to recognized leader whose strategies were being studied across Europe. At home that evening, Anna greeted her with drawing. "What's this, sweetheart?" "It's you in Vienna, telling those people about our family." Picture showed Marija standing in front of group of people, but in corner was small representation of their Zagreb home with all family members. "Why did you include home in picture?" "Because you always take us with you, even when we're not there. You told those people about us, right?" "I did." "Good, because we're part of why you're so good at your job." That night, tucking Anna into bed, Marija asked a question that had been forming for weeks. "Anna, do you remember when you were baby?" "Not really, but I know stories." "What stories?" "That I helped you find Nikola, that I made you brave, that when you brought me to work meeting, everything changed." "Do you like those stories?" "Yes. They make me feel important." "You are important, more important than any job or presentation or success." "I know, Mama, but I also like that my being born helped good things happen. It makes me feel useful." 6 months after Vienna presentation, Marija received most unexpected call of her career. "Ms. Novak, this is Helena Schwartz from Executive Search International. I represent multinational corporation looking for Chief Operating Officer for Central and Eastern European operations." "I think you have wrong number. I'm regional director, not C-suite level." "Actually, you're exactly who we're looking for. Your presentation in Vienna, combined with your track record of building inclusive teams across diverse markets, makes you ideal candidate." "What kind of corporation?" "Technology consulting firm with offices in 12 countries. They need someone who understands both local cultures and international business standards." "I'm flattered, but I'm not interested in leaving current company." "May I ask why?" "Opportunity would represent significant advancement both in terms of scope and compensation." "Because I've built something here. Team that trusts each other, culture that values authenticity, results that prove inclusive leadership works. I won't abandon that for career advancement." "What if you could build same thing on larger scale?" That evening, Marija discussed call with family. "Coup position," said Nikola, impressed despite himself. "For 12 countries." I turned it down, without discussing with us. "Because I know what matters most. This family, this life we've built, commitment to people who took chance on me." Anna looked up from her coloring book. "Mama, what's a coup?" "Chief Operating Officer. Person who runs day-to-day operations for big company. Bigger than your company now. Much bigger." "Would it help more people?" Marija paused. "Possibly." "Then why did you say no?" "Because sometimes bigger isn't better, sweetheart. Sometimes it's better to do excellent job where you are than to take risk somewhere new." "But remember what you told me about flowers." "What about flowers?" "That they need room to grow. Maybe you need room to grow too." 2 days later, Helena Schwartz called again. "Ms. Novak, I hope you'll reconsider. Company is prepared to accommodate your requirement to remain in Zagreb. They would establish regional headquarters there." "Why are they so interested in me specifically?" "Because they've tried traditional approach, hiring executives with impressive resumes but no understanding of local markets. Results have been disappointing. They need someone who builds from ground up rather than imposing from top down." "What would timeline be?" 6 months. Transition period. You would spend time at headquarters in Munich, visit all regional offices, develop implementation strategy before taking full responsibility, and my current team would be incorporated into new structure. Your people would become foundation for expanded operations. That night, Marija called T and split. "T, I need outside perspective." After explaining opportunity, T was quiet for a long moment. "Mauricio, do you remember conversation we had before you moved to Zagreb?" "Which one?" "When you said you were scared of failing, and I asked what you would regret more, trying and failing, or never trying at all." "Yes, same question applies now. What would you regret more?" "I don't know. Current life is good. Anna is settled, family is happy, work is meaningful. But this opportunity could impact thousands of people across dozen countries, could prove that inclusive leadership works on international scale. So question isn't whether you're ready for bigger challenge. Question is whether the world is ready for what you could teach it. After hanging up, Majčina sat on balcony looking at Zagreb skyline. 4 years ago, this city had seemed impossibly large and intimidating. Now it felt like home, but perhaps home that had become launching pad for something larger. Next morning, she called Helena Schwartz. I'm interested in learning more, but I have conditions. What conditions? Current team members who want to join new company must be offered positions. Zagreb must remain my primary base, and I need to maintain significant operational autonomy. All reasonable. When can you meet with executive committee? Next week. But I'm bringing my daughter to meeting. Excuse me. You want to hire me because of who I am professionally. Who I am professionally is inseparable from who I am as mother. If that's problem, we should end conversation now. Long pause. Ms. Novak, that won't be problem. Actually, it reinforces why you're right person for position. Week later, in Munich headquarters of Tech Consult International, Majčina sat in boardroom with Anna, coloring quietly beside her while executive committee asked questions about her vision for Central and Eastern European operations. Ms. Novak asked CEO, distinguished man in his 60s, what makes you confident you can succeed where others have struggled? Because I don't see regional differences as obstacles to overcome. I see them as resources to leverage. Every market has unique strengths. Successful international operation identifies and connects those strengths rather than imposing uniform standards. Can you give specific example? In my current role, Belgrade team developed inventory management system that reduced costs by 15%. Instead of keeping it local, we implemented across all regional offices. Zagreb team's client communication protocols are now company standard. Success comes from learning from each other, not from each other. Board member from UK asked, how do you maintain quality control across diverse operational standards? By focusing on outcomes rather than processes. We establish clear performance metrics and cultural values, then allow local teams flexibility in how they achieve results. Anna looked up from her coloring. Mama, can I show them my picture? Of course, sweetheart. Anna held up drawing of map, with different colored flowers in each country. This is Mama's work. She explained to boardroom full of executives, different flowers in different places, but they're all beautiful and they all grow together. CEO smiled, first genuine smile of entire meeting. Young lady, I think you understand your mother's philosophy better than some of our previous consultants. After formal presentation, CEO asked to speak with Majčina privately. Ms. Novak, I must ask, are you concerned about bringing child to professional meetings? Are you concerned about hiring mother who brings child to professional meetings? Actually, no. It demonstrates integration we claim to value but rarely practice. Most executives compartmentalize personal and professional lives so completely that neither functions optimally. Exactly. I perform better as professional because I'm confident as mother, and I'm better mother because I'm fulfilled professionally. When can you start? 3 months later, Majčina stood in New Zagreb headquarters of Tech Consult International, Central and Eastern Europe. Office space was 3 times larger than previous company, with room for eventual staff of 50. On her desk were photos from farewell party at old company. Kovacic had been promoted to overall director to replace her, and 3 team members had chosen to join her new venture. Anna, now 5 years old, sat in visitor chair examining architectural models of planned regional offices. Mama, will you have to travel to all these places? Some travel, yes, but mostly people will come here, or will meet virtually, and you'll help all these different places work together. But the plan, like being teacher for grown-ups, something like that. Nicola appeared in doorway. How's first day as coup going? Overwhelming and exciting. Good combination. Best combination. Overwhelming means it matters. Exciting means I care about doing it well. Anna jumped up. Nicola, come see Mama's map. As Nicola examined regional plans, Anna continued her questions. Mama, when you're very successful, will you forget about regular people? What do you mean? Sometimes very important people only talk to other very important people. Will you still talk to people like Boca's friends at market? Majčina knelt down to Anna's level. Anna's success isn't about becoming different person. It's about becoming a better version of person you already are. I will always talk to everyone, because everyone has something to teach me. Good, because Boca says you're still same Majčina, who used to organize kids in neighborhood to play together. Just now you organize grown-ups to work together. That evening at family dinner in their Zagreb home, Vesna raised her wine glass. "Toast," she announced, to Marija, who proved that mothers can be anything they choose to be. "Mama," protested Marija, "it's not about proving anything to anyone." "No," agreed Vesna, "it's about showing Anna and every other little girl watching that authenticity and ambition aren't contradictory, that being good mother and successful professional aren't competing identities." Anna, drinking her juice from wine glass to participate in toast, added her own observation. "I think Mama is successful because she never pretends to be someone else. She's just Mama but really good at everything Mama does." 6 months into coup role, Marija was reviewing quarterly reports when her assistant knocked on door. "Marija, there's someone here to see you. Says she doesn't have appointment, but it's about job interview." Job interview. Young woman entered office carrying infant who couldn't have been more than 3 months old. "Ms. Novak, my name is Petra Golubovic. I have interview for accountant position in 1 hour, but my babysitter cancelled and I have nowhere else to go. I know this is highly irregular." Marija stood up slowly, memories flooding back. "Petra, please sit down. I can come back another time." "No, absolutely not. We're going to have this interview right now, and your baby is welcome here." Over next 45 minutes, Marija conducted one of most meaningful interviews of her career. Petra was qualified, motivated, and clearly devoted to her child. More importantly, she had courage to show up authentically despite social expectations. "Petra, I'd like to offer you position. But first, I want to tell you a story about another young mother who once brought baby to job interview." When Anna heard story that evening, her response was immediate. "Mama, it's like circle. Someone helped you. Now you help someone else. Maybe someday she'll help another mama. Exactly like circle. Will you tell my story someday? About how I helped you be brave? Would you like me to?" "Yes, because maybe other kids need to know that being little doesn't mean you can't help with big things." 2 years later, was invited to deliver keynote address at International Women's Leadership Conference in Vienna. Topic: authentic leadership in global organizations. Standing before audience of 500 women from around world, she began with familiar story. 6 years ago I walked into job interview carrying my baby daughter, ... But this time, story had different ending. Today, that baby is 7 years old. She speaks 3 languages. She's confident in any social situation, and she believes that women can be anything they choose to be, not because anyone told her, but because she watched it happen. More importantly, her presence in that interview taught me that authenticity isn't liability in professional world, it's competitive advantage. When we show up as complete people, we create deeper connections, better solutions, and more sustainable success. After speech, during reception, executive from multinational corporation approached her. "Ms. Novak, remarkable presentation. I have to ask, where is that daughter now?" "At home in Zagreb, with her stepfather and grandmother, doing homework, and probably teaching them both something they didn't know they needed to learn. And she's comfortable with your travel schedule. She helped me pack for this trip, reminded me to include business cards, and told me to be brave but not scary during speech." 7 years old and already giving professional advice. 7 years old and already understanding that family supports each other's dreams. That night, calling home from Vienna hotel, Marija spoke with each family member. "Vesna, how was speech received?" "Very well. 3 companies asked about consulting arrangements." "Nicola, proud of you. As always, thank you for making this possible." "Anna, Mama, did you tell them about me?" "I told them about brave little girl, who taught her mama that authenticity is strength." "Good. Maybe their little girls will be braver now too." "Maybe they will, Mama, yes. Sweetheart, when I grow up, I want to be like you." "What do you mean?" "I want to help people believe they can be brave and real at the same time." "Anna, you're already doing that, every day, just by being yourself." Looking back, Marija realized journey from desperate single mother to international executive hadn't been about changing who she was. It had been about having courage to be exactly who she was in environments that hadn't previously valued authenticity. Anna, now 7, was growing up in a world where seeing mother balance boardroom and playground was normal, where flexibility and family support were business advantages, not accommodations, where leadership meant lifting others rather than standing above them. Most importantly, Anna was learning that success meant staying true to yourself while helping others do the same. That authentic leadership creates ripple effects extending far beyond individual achievement. Standing on hotel balcony overlooking Vienna, Marija thought about seeds Vesna had planted in their small Zagreb garden. Each had grown into something beautiful while remaining essentially itself. Perhaps that was best metaphor for authentic leadership, helping others grow into best versions of themselves while maintaining their unique strengths. Tomorrow she would return to Zagreb, to family dinner around kitchen table, to Ana's bedtime stories, to work of building organizations that honored whole human beings rather than just professional personas. It was, she reflected, exactly the life she had dreamed of during those terrifying early days, carrying baby Anna through unfamiliar city. She just hadn't realized then that dreams could come true without requiring you to become someone else. Anna had been right that first day. Being authentically yourself wasn't limitation, it was foundation for everything else that mattered. Soljadik jutro uavionu prema zagribu. Marija G. Rasmus Lyla o Razgovoru Kojiki Imati Sayanam Kadstig. Kuki Anna G. Postaviola Sevi Vise, Patanja o Paslu, o Putavanjama, o Tomsto, Zinochi Biti Vazna, o Suba Ponkad, G. Marije Zabrinya, Dali Anna Razumij da G. Nezana Vrijednus, Kao Osobi, Potapuno Nezavizna, Odi Professionally Postignica, Njezine, Mikey, U. Zagrabakoj, Lucy Kekala, Ru G. Isne Ujika, Shana, Anna G. Stahala, S.A. Nikolum, Iveznam, Dragici Veliki, Transparent, Narkojim, G. Pisolo de Brodala Kuki Mo, Oko Transparenta Bile Sun Aquitaine Male Kavida Fu, Bojama Zastava, Razlavita Zamalia, Anna Uzvikla G. Marija Klasaki Dezagrali, Keika Esto G. Ovo Poklanzati, Nikolami G. Pomagao, S.A. Slavima, Abaka G. Nazla Boji, Zelila Sam Zenas de si Naz Haroj, Nisamo Onaj is Pasela Tajkom Vozanj Kuki, Anna G. Pripraviva Lasto G. Radilla, Doc G. Mumabila, Odsena, Juza, SMO, Ili Uskolu Rana Ujenja, Ayuvateljika G. Patala, Sto Raid, Nazi Rodatalji, Rekla, Sam Dar Tipo, Ludima is Razovita Zamalia Dabudu Shretni Napaslu, Isto G. Rekla Uvateljika Rekla G. Dazubaki Kalvolo Vesan Ali Onda G. Maya Rekla Dahanjina, Mama Takua, Ima Vazan Pasau, Jaya G. Lejeknika, Ionda G. Luka Reiko de G. Nijagov Tatavatragasik, Ishwatila Sam. Stosish Vatila Dasvi, Imaju Vavni Pozlov, Nasvaj Nazim, Mayina, Mama Pomak, Daludi. Badu Estrovi Lukan Tata Pomak Daludi Badu Sagurni, At Pomagajas Daludi Badu Shretni, Naposlu. CV Pomazimo Jedni Drugama Samo Drugazij Marija G. Ozjatila Valpanosa Nizi Bog Vlastiti Bostignica Vex Zebog Madrosti Soje Sedmagadiginj Kakari Koja G. Razumila Nesto Sto Nogi Odrasli Nikad Nishvate Darji Vrajednus Posla U Tom Kako Pomak Drugima Ni U Tom Kaliko G. Prestagon Kodkuk Zavezaram Vesnaji Postavilla Patanj Koj G. Godanama Kakala Pravi Trenutak Da Posta V. Mario Planiras Lise Udati Za Nicolo Tizana G. Zavala Adastalam Anna G. Prestala Jesti Ipogoldala Izmu Odrasli Mama Rekla G. Vesna Blago Zivit Zayedno Vek Trigodin Anna Zov, Nikolu Tatum, Matija Smatra, Anu Svojum, Sestrum, Zastoni, Uvenite to Sluzbino, Nikola G. Uzio, Maraginu, Ruku, Vesna, Ima Pravo, Mozda G. Regime da Razgovaramo, Otom, Stovi Misle, Patala G. Marija, Gledajuki Premaani, Nisplam, Darbismo Trabali Biti Provi Familija Rekla Giana Izrovna, Nizato Stose Nesto Mora Promogeniti, Vexato stoji tako kako se veko sikamo, te veseri, nakonsto giana otislas bavati Marija I Nikola Shadili Suna Balkanu, Mario Reiko G, Nikola Zinas da te valim bayiksi, Nezas da valim onukao savoju vlastitu kaika, Isnam Ali Takawa Zim Danosis, Teret Osika Dasi Izdala Petrovu Miraju, Marija G Duboko Udnula, Ponkad se Ozjakam Kauda Vivim Zip, Koji G Trebo Biti, Negov, Mozda G to Tozna Ali, Mozda G to Ayuridu, Mozda G Najbolji, Nazin da Postujamo, Mameriju na Nukoga Koga, Volimo da Zivamo Upunini Zivit Koji by Oni Zeljeli Zanas, Mislis da by Patar, Ato da se Udamza, Tybe Mislam da by Patar, Ato da Budik Shretna, I da Anna Ima Oka Koji G Voli, Miesek, Dana Kasnaish, Na Aninam, Osmam, Rogendanu, Nikola G. Prikinio, Pliesimu, Sratan, Ro, Andan. Sa. Niasekavanum. Objavam. Ana mama ija imamo pasaban poklan zartib, stoji 2. Nikola G. Pazau dusfoj jakni I izvukau malu kutijiku ana. Zelik lida se tvioya mama ijavyan samo. Zelik lida postanimo sluzbino onosto, smo vek biliu serbamo prava. Obit Aljeya. Anaji poskakala. Odius buinya. Dada mozemo li. Emotiv aliku zabavu koliko godselik. Nazmajala se Marija. Imoguli bici javeru amozek bidi sto godzelik bid. Anaji zastala pastajua azbili. Mama ui lituzina. Idi dane uvi. Ibici novak. Marige G. Klikla pord kaka. Mozek ostati. Novak mozek postati. Kovavic. Mozek biti ana novak hovavik. Tivoj izba moguli emoti orba imona naravno. Dobru. Ana novat kovavic. Zavuki kao. Imo sobe. Kojamos. Bailusto. Vienzenj organizarano zajes miasechi kasnaju maloje kogviu gonjem gradu. Su se marija ipata vienzali osam godina. Alio vajput. Atmosfera G. Bila potapuno drugachija puna radosti. Zajednasva. Io sakaya de se nesto. Koj jivek postoyalo jednostovno zini slazbanim. Ana G. Bila javeroa ubajeloj halgini sads Vietnam. Viensum koji G. napravila sa. Vesna matija G. bio Nikolan kum. Vesna G. hodala marizu dualtera symbolizera judeo batels mozi mati norja blig. Tajcom vuzanya Svesinik G. postavio patanjkoj zesto pita peruv marihu uzimate li nikolu zasvog zakanatag muka u debru slu ubalesti idravlu oli prij nigo stoji marija mogla odovariti ana G. ustala sa svoj izvinit rekla G. glasno moguli janesto reki Svesinik G. zagladano pogladao prema mariji I Nikolai koji suse nazmajali tu ili hi iana pitala marija. Ana G. ispravila nasipali io kranula se premagosi amaga sel magastima zelimdasvi zenoju dg Nikola vekna stata. Ida G. mama vek negovazina yuseku dana samo linimos lesbino onosto G. vek istinazavat. G. ruku I marij I Nicole. I zelim da petatata zena ako nasklida danismo zabaravili na najega samo provimo miesta zavais lubavi u kocv nija bilosuoki zakjia svesinik marau zastati dase priba prij nastovkas na konvienzania na slavlia eurostoranu s pogoldum na Zagreb. Marija G. pronasla trenutak da razagovara sanum nasumo. Ana hvala tistosi rekla 1 riezi ukravi jesam li usenila nesto los ni usenila si nesto saplesiano si istinu na nezin na koji samo timozek mama yesi li shretna nevjaradno shretna dobro jez oslu kujas biti shretna ti Nikola ibaka ija svi zaslu kujamo biti shretni jesmi sechi nakan vienzanya marija G. dabula poziv koji G. bio I use budli vi zas Marizio ovo G. Robert Kumar is central imamo prijedlog koji ki te mozda zanamatis uzum oprovni odbo razmatra expanziju u aziju specificno u Singapore I melaziju traboju nekoga komos reproducerity uspaji koji si ostvarila u istonoj Europi tabai no Iznak da tevoj metod nisu ogronasin na regional nu kulturu vexu premgeniv globalno stobai tu zanazilo praktizno jest mi sechi u Singapuru postavljanje areda regruteronj lokalin ekip implementasaja strategij onda povrat u Zagreb kao direktora za aziju uz zodravavanj trenutun pozasaj te vaziri Marija G. shadila sa anam dok giria savala zadaku ismat ana stobai rekla kadbai mama trabala iki raditi u drugu zemlju napam sechi ana G. prestala pasati daliko velo daliko Singapore koliko daliko davanest sati lita ana G. hazmisliala o tomi. O imo li si prezelić tamo? Ni mama. Biotisla samo da postavi novi yerde onda se vrtila I koliko dugo mazda jest miasechi ana G. polozila olovku 2G verlo dugo jest. Oli, mama, shikak, lise, kad, simi, objesnila, zasto, kabaraslasite, verst, zemlej, da, byrot. Shikam se, mozda tivoj pasar triba razlasite, zemlej toko mozda ludi u, Singaporu trabayu, da I high noses, koko biti orton Tiffany na poslu mozda Ali, Tesco mi g pomisliti na tu de budem taco, daliko, odt eb ana g, zagulala mer. Mama shakam se kad sambila mala ibojala sam se kad biotisla napas. Oleonda sam shwitala de kad se vratus uvek imas nov prize. IUVX Sibila Shretanaja, J Raiders, Pasau Koji Volis, 2G, Istina Mozda, G Isto ISA Sing Apiram, Mozda Jez, Save Roti, SA Novum Precoma, I Jos, Shretnija, Yesi Pop, Jos Vise Ludiana Kodasi Postala, Taco Mudra, Uvala Sam Odi Najbolj Uvateljus, Ordgo Varela Giana Smijas ASA, DVA Museka Kasnage Marija G Shadala, Uzek Oplov. Za Singapore, Ana Nikola Ivesna, Suji Ispratili na Erit, Mama Rekla Gianna de Juchi George Rusno Napravilia Nukangiku Ovo Giza TB, Konjika se Zivala Anin Mudre Mislizar, Mama Koja G Deliko na Svakoj, Straniki Bilaji Napasana Jedna Peruka, Stranika 1 Shakai se Da Sihabor Stranika. 2. Shakai se da valimo te zak I kad te nemo zamos agridi, Stranica 3. Shakai se da si autenticna 2. Gt voya najeka snaga, Stranica 4. Shakai se da pomaganye dragima zini t Shretnam Stranica 5. Shakai se da ki mama uviek. Biti mama, bizabzira, j se nalazi, pozladnia Stranica g imala photography ju, njihov. Obitelji, Iporuku, Domtezeka Usingapuru, Marija G. Zatekla, Poslovenu, Kulturu, Potapuno, Drugachiju, Od Evropske, Hiraraja G. Bilastroka, Direktnost, Monjesi Anjena, Balans Posla, Vivota Tomasan Drugazij, Privi Jedan, G. Biofrostera Juki, Lokalni Tim, G. Bioformalan, Dute Majer de G. Bilotesco, Uspostaviti Vestu Injan, Pristap Otvarin, Komunekaji, Smatro Senap, Zvala G. Kukusvaku Veva Kakoide Patala Gianna, Tesco G. Ludiovja, Imaju Verlo Drugazij Natsini Rada, Mazda Trebak Pranoki, Ono Stoji, Isto Prij, Nigo Sto Trazis, Stoji Drugazij, Sto Mislis Pod Tim, Pata, Verlo Razilite, Jasam Dejeta, Tco Drasla Volomosei Pomazimo Jedna Drugoj. Mozda Ludi Usingapuru Taco, Volsvoj Obitelji Izil Biti Dobri na Paslu Samo Terade, Drugazij Ana, Tistvano Si Mudra, Nozila, Sam Odi Tib, Dakad, Nes Skako Nesto Rejaziti, Pitak Provu, Osobu Zapamok, Seljadeki, Dan Da Nastavi no Matati Evropski Prista, Marija G. Zatrazila Sastanak Ese Nagaskuzne Jemzalankam, Local Nog Tima, Zenam U Pedisedama Poemonu Liwe Trabam Vezu Pamok Ochigalodno Nirazume Jem Lokalnu, Kulturu Devalino Dobra Dabudam, Efakazna, Ovja, Liwe G. Jalovala is Nanoino, Ovaktvam, Direct Naku, Sto Specificno, Zelites Noti. Kokov Gioji Nash Bolji Komunisiraju Stoje Motivira. Kako Pokazati Postovanje Prema Hirorigi, Ahistovamino, Patakati Innovasij, Liwe G. Bila Taiha Dugi Gospel. Kova, Iv, Mogu, Lipatati, Zastose, Okrijigit, Jaredat Ovi Jisas, Pechinas Godina, Pasanejitin, Izalim, Noziti, Amjisto, Pretpostaviti, Vivina Zapadni Directora ni Pita za Lokolin Perspective, Mozda G2 Razlog Zasto Neki ni, Uspievu, Odi Togdana, Liwe G Postola Marijin Noganiji Jednik, Zananstavola Judge G Kako Prilogaditi, Njen Pristap Autentiknim Lidastavam, Azisko Paslavnoj Kulturi Biz, Gabitka Osnovna Princip, Ovjasnala G Liwe, Direct Nostmos Biti Persipirana, Kau ne Postavanje. Ali isto se mos reki indirectno kras prize I primjer koko gesto dakazit tribamo biti flexibility, oko rodatelski obvez mazit reki pri o aspiaznam timokoji g pronazao notsini da podavava I pesoi obit. Marija g pozella koristiti prize is svag iskasva u, Evropi ni kau, narida bivek, Kau primja mogak nosti postapino tim g posio otvarati se musek. Dana kasnij, maladi vlantima po, imonu, aranji doso u neganyud. Gospel, kova, evi, mogu, li, razgovarati. Vamba, naravna. Imam novaroa geno digita kodkuk, azina mise vraka na pasauza musek dana, nimamo familiju, ovja koja by nam pomagla, avertiki suvrlo skupi, sto trebate, mazda flexibilno, radna, regime, ili, povramini, rad, odikuk. Zinam da, nija wobakoj, no obakad cheno ovja. Aaron prakinula gajima rija pastoji li razlog zasto nimazit, obaviti pasau, isto kuvala tetno, oko radite, odkuk, da dana jedno ni, vivina mog, posla g online, onda nista nivadiam, problema s flexibilnum, rasportum, Aaron g, jalovos, stavano, Aaron vi saint odlikans apostolinik, zelam da budit, uspjesni, I kau professionalik, I kau otak. Oko flexibilnost pomak tomunda g dobra paslovna od luka kroslovna viesti omeriginum pristupiu presiril suse kros singapursku proslovna zajedniku. Pozeli su g pozavati dogovori na konferenca jama, oglobanum lidistvu s lokalnum osgatel javaku ali najigniji trenutak dosaji kad g liwe zatrazila privatni raz gospel, ukova, ivi, ili, volne, tuhi, izlu. Radem u ovoj industriki vek ozamnest godina. Nikad prij nisam imala priliku, voditi project kojzanamaju. Jerse pretpostavialo dazain s jekum, nisu dovalino, pridain pazlu, 2g, nazalost vesta pretpostovka, ali nazain nak koji saint vi, postavili nas, tim focus na rezalte Nasat, provedinio yurudu podaka za rodateljuski, ovez ora bravonj, individualni snaga, omagukiomi g da pokazam stomogu, liwe g zostala zelem patati mazit li mi razmatriti zapozici local nog directora kad se ratit uzagreb liwe bilai St. Moj pravi izba od pavog jedna samo sam kakala davai tushwatit. Kad se marija, bratila, uzagreb, nakon jest, miasechi, ana giprava, atrola, da g zagrali, na erit, mama nedostayala si mi svakidan. Itc many nedostayala, jezuli, ludi u Singapuru nozili kako biti, ortontifni, na poslu, nozili, su, oli su mi ioni nozili nesta, nozili su mi da authentic nost, moat noj imoti noj oblike, ovisno, okulturi, tuji liepo znachi danima samojedan nazin biti deba tosno tako, zavazarum, marija g prikala obitelji, osvojim, iskustama vesna g slusola, essays animanjum, marijo zenimise da, svaki put kad odes, negji novo, veratas, se Mozda g tatoka, Mozda putavati, Nija o mienjinu, toga, koes, emo, vek, o kanju, novi, natsina, koko, biti ono, sto jesmo, Nikola g, pokivao, glavam, ikoko, se ostika, seda kad, si, zavazila s postovianjem azuski opanosno ali iomorna, Mozda g regime de se usparam malo, energy pogaldala prema najo mama, sto tu zanachi uspariti, Mozda providiti visramina kodkuk, Mozda putavati manje, Mozda focusarati, sena obitelj, ali, mama rekla g, enazamiliano kad, si bila u Singapuru svaki put kad smo razgovara li, zuvakala si shretna, Mozda umonost prolazi, ali ljubav prima posalu ostoj, Mozda si upravu, samo slugadeki put kad odes negji, deliko Mozda mogu doki, s tobam na jedan dan davidium, kako g2 kad mama pomak, ludima udrugams aljama. Anar 2g izverzna I daja gadinu dana kasnaj, anan riezi pokazali suse, prorazansk, mariga jidobula pozivdavodi razvoja parasija, yujusno jamariki, Brasil, Argentina, ile. Ovoj put, kaji razgovarala, s obitelji, o moguknosti, ana g, imala drugachiji prista, mama mogu li iki s tobam na praviput. Ana 2g poslovni put. Pa ti uviek, kozes, da sam dio razloga zastosi dobra, na pastu mosta g, Regine Davidim kako, to funkcionira, Nikolai Vesna, suse potgaldali Mario, rekla G vesna, Anna ima devet, Mozda G dovoljeno velika dopon razumij vatis vajet, ukojem radis ali kola, mama rekla G Anna Mozda by putovanje ujuznu, Ameriku bilo bolj obrazoven jodi bilo kojkolski nijij miasek, Dana kasnij marija Iana sujadil, su usrakoplovu prima snowpolu, Anna G first put let jela magana rodni let, first put is asla is Europe, mama, yesili navazna, malo t, malo aliliapo, navazna, kaukad, imaz, roindan, paznas darki, se nesto dobro, u São Paulo, anajibilau, adana izvimi, drugim jezikom, drugasijim, mirasima, bujnam, vegetatum, zivapisnam, aliono storu ginajis, imprisionarelo, bilo, gikoko, suludi, regurali, namariju, gospel, akova, evi. Uzvikla G malada zina naras epsigi kuli smo, ovazem radu u Evropi, azigi tako smo uzbanai stoji raditi s nama. U conferences, soli ana gtho shadila ukuto, doc G marija vodela sastanak s lokalnim, naz silj objasnila G marija, Niger implementarity Europe's kili azujaski, metode of as naz silj G, razumjeti, koko brazilska, kultura, pristupa radu, obitilji iuspjihu, azatim izgraditi system, koji padravaju, te vrijednosti, nakon sastanka, volontima po imonu Carlos Prasau G mariji, gospu, akova, ivi mogu, li patati, ova malada. Dama, 2G, Moja, KCIANOAONAG. Marija G zastala shwaka ui de mozda, terzanj tatata napazlovi, puchu drugim kulturama Niger bilo dobro primlia ona G razlog, zasto se bavim, ovim poslam zavrizela G, Carlos sinazmishi, iu hazumishing, ija imam keka otpralek, ingeni godina, Brazilci sajin obitelj, iznads vega zinjanika davini scrive, svoju ulagu Mikey zini, vas josvais via janam ovja, te vezari u hotelu, Anna I marija sheji elsu na belkonu, glejajuki zalazak sunka nad snow polam, mama danas samrazumiela, nesto sto oni te postuju ni ana tutom stosi mama vek, zato stosi mama. Razumju da osoba kojamos voditi brigu o jatetumos voditi brigu o bilo vemu ana tc najmadrij digita koj pozn. Norzala samodi najbolj uvateljis dana kaznij marijaji dobula neosakovan pozivis zagrebskog areda marisho morak se vroti odma hitno. Sto se dogodilo vesna gu bon